Pre-video note, you're going to need a lot of effects to be able to complete Prismatic Projections. Those include any speed effect that's stronger than twirl, aka level 3 or 4 sorbet, or twirl if you wanna do the twirl glitch. You're also going to need the scythe and the orb. Obviously, this video has spoilers for Prismatic Projection. It is a guide where you get to complete the full thing. This guide will allow you to fully complete Prismatic Projections, but also the Sorro boss fight, and Nictoobia and other depths. This is one of the steps required in order to complete Symphora's quest, and a relatively late game area. Just remember to like and subscribe if this guide helps you, and yeah, let's get started now. There's quite a lot of paths to enter Prismatic Projections from, however, you wanna enter from Chaos Canopy. After using the scythe on the door, you should be able to go in, and yeah, you can also enter it from Lost Call, however it locks you in a room, so you don't really wanna do that. And also Grayscale Grove, which I don't think changes that much. On the right of the mountain that separates you from Symphora's temple, you will see this little area here. That's the path to enter Prismatic Projections. So follow it and you will enter this screen, which leads you to Prismatic Projections. Upon entering Prismatic Projections, you will have a letter that will tell you where to go next. The letter will tell you to go to Grayscale Grove, which can be accessed by going to the opposite side of where you can go into the facility for now. Once you're in Grayscale Grove, you will have to go to the complete opposite of the area to get the corridor key. After you unlock the corridor, you will have access to most of the facility. Most of the doors will be locked, meaning that we need to get the keys in order to open all of them. In the room 3013, which notably doesn't have a prism, you will be able to find a fragment of the key to E101. On the room right next to it, you will enter E105. In Home Insignia, you're going to look for two things. The first one being the W103 key. It's located in the blue room of the house. You will find a key fragment on the back right of the map. After this you can leave and actually head on to Way. It's located on the other side of the corridor, and you will enter this weird area with stars in the sky and multiple key fragments. One of them is located under this bus stop thingy, and another one is located right next to the lighthouse. One is located behind, while the other one is located inside. Finally, at the end of the tree walkway, there's also another key fragment. After this, you wanna enter W103. It leads you to Primate Party, which is a very weird world in terms of like, it's disorientating and will make you sick. There should be a dot that actually represents a key fragment. Actually no, it's a key to lab 1. It doesn't move, nothing moves, you just have to go forward a little bit until you find that key. Congratulations, and now just go back. After this you can enter the lab room. You will gain another fragment to E101, and you can also assemble E104. In the room on the left you can actually use the 105 key in order to go to this weird retro version of the Nexus actually. A fragment should be located on the second floor. Anyways, now you can leave, because there is no need to go there anymore. You can assemble the E101 key. After this you wanna go to W104, get this key fragment, and not enter Floor Wire World. It's a bit of a problem because it's an actual world and you will lose every single key fragment that you had. Yeah, I did the mistake, so I had to go in multiple worlds to get those back. After you will enter E101, and brightness warning, it's really bright in there. It's so bright that it literally is burning my eyes. Anyways, what you wanna do is simply just to go behind the screen and gain a fragment to the room to E102. After this you should be able to enter E102, and I've got to say, you're going to need to be really fast, which is why I suggested that you had any speed effect. Rainbow Sorbet works, and I think anything faster than Twirly does too. Unlike the previous room, This room is completely dark, with a little bit of flashes of red. You're also introduced to the faraway fellow, and this is what I mean by you wanna get a speed effect. For example, the sorbet. The faraway fellow will teleport to you very quickly actually. However, if you have a speed effect, then you should be able to retrieve the key to lab 2 before leaving. If you don't have a speed effect, then you need to get a speed effect. You cannot survive this. You are able to exorcise him, however, if you're completing this for the first time, then you shouldn't even have access to eternity. After completing this, go to lab 2, open the door, and this is one of the most important letters that you're going to have to read. It describes all of the steps that you're going to have to do in order to complete this. In this specific letter, we learn about the identity of the person who has been writing all of these letters, who has been experimenting with the prism. And he's going to tell you how to defeat him. Because he turned into a monster, possibly because of his interaction with the Deep Maroon. After this, go back to Chaos Canopy, and you wanna find a mountain with 2 small horns on top of it. There should be a path going by the back of said mountain that will make you be able to climb it. There's actually no other way, you have to follow this path. Then equip the orb effect, this will create a path. After completing the orb, you wanna equip the scythe and obtain the scrap metal here. Once you're done, go back to lab 2, create the key, or actually forge it, and now get ready for Peak, aka the only boss fight in this game as of recording. To begin the boss fight, go into the room that says glowing blue, equip the scythe, however I think it will be automatically equipped, and open the storage room. You will see Sorro, and you wanna run away to it. All of the other rooms will be locked, except one that is at the complete opposite of the facility. The one that goes all the way to home insignia. You wanna hit those eyes, and Sorro shouldn't catch you up, however be careful because there's quite a lot of obstacles that can slow you down. For example, some of the grass actually has collision. After this, leave the room, find the door, and then go all the way to Grayscale Grove, which will be renamed to Sorro. Upon entering the area, everything will turn slightly more blue, as Sorro has basically merged with this world. Your main objective will be to survive the 4 different attacks, the first one being meteors. Some kinds of foggy clouds will appear, dealing 45 damage on impact. There will also be those chaser beams that will deal 45 damage upon contact. There's also they will also chase you. There's also the spirals on the floor, those are death pillars. This time they deal 95 damage. And will actually take a bit of time to actually activate. So you have enough time to run away from them. You cannot switch from the scythe for now, so be careful. There's also those eye thingies. They are not really that difficult to avoid, if I were to say so myself. However, you wanna be careful. I think just jumping allows you to escape them, or just stay in movement and get out of the way. You have 100 health, meaning that you can be basically 3-shotted by every attack, or even 2-shotted by the death pillars. However, you do regenerate health relatively quickly. In the second half of the boss fight, you will actually need to go hit these eyes, kind of like in a home insignia. There's about like 10 of them, and you need to hit all of them. I think. I don't know actually. Maybe you are allowed to leave at least 1 or 2 free. However, yeah, just attack all of them. Once this is done, the final part of the boss fight, the chase, will actually happen. Sorro will appear once again, and you will have to go all the way to the cage where you just saw add like the first corridor key where all of it began, and you will have to catch Sorro in it. Just enter it and then leave. After this, a cutscene with effects appears, and you will have a text saying thank you appear. Finally, the boss fight is done. Upon defeating the boss fight for the first time, you actually have the ability to gain this prism, which will be very needed in order to complete the full prismatic projections, because we've dealt with the main danger, but we haven't dealt with prismatic projection itself. We still got a little bit to discover. Now, you will need to go to the room without a prism, actually. You will enter Nictoobia, aka the fear of darkness, and whenever you leave any kind of structure or light, you will have those weird effects that are actually pretty disturbing that will appear. And yeah, this is because Nictoobia, fear of darkness, etc, etc. In these structures, in these colored structures, you will be able to, well, not be scared of the dark, and it will reset your Nictoobia teleporting thing, or whatever. Basically, just move around the structures, use the orb in order to show the paths, because it tends to turn into a complete maze. Trust me when I say this, you wanna do the twirl glitch. Basically, jump at the same time as you change an effect if you have twirl equipped. The effect cannot be one with, well, another speed effect, so the orb is perfect for this. Trust me, you're going to need it, especially for the last one. And there we go, you will collect the severed head, and now you wanna go back to the more blue structure. After this, you will have to find the severed corpse, or statue actually. Put the head here, and then you will be able to access Azure Servitude. The NPCs here are inoffensive and will actually be able to be killed for quite a lot of money actually. It's big value, especially if you have the Dogecoin charm equipped. However, we aren't here to kill them, even if that's something I'm gonna do later. You will have to navigate through the maze, so from where you start, you will have to go all the way forward to that room with an orb floating. Yeah, it's gonna be relatively easy to see where you can enter and where you cannot enter. In this one, go forward again, then left. I'm going right because I kind of messed up and I went to the opposite side because I wanted to kill those things. Then forward again. And then go to the only door possible, aka on the right. And in the middle of the room will be the basement key. After this, you wanna go back to the facility and leave. Unfortunately, you cannot use the scrap cap because of how deep you're in Azure Servitude. So you wanna do the wall path back in reverse. Anyways, you will be able to access P Absolute Cinema through the door that is right below the prism you just placed to access to Nictoobia. Yeah, it's a pretty stupid one as well. It's really small. It's literally nothing but a fountain of Dr. Thunder pouring in. It's just stupid, but that's a way to finish this entire prismatic projection thing. And there you go, you've completed prismatic projection. And yeah, honestly, this was one of the best parts of this game. It's kind of sad that you have to do it relatively late game, considering you do need quite a lot of effects. But, however, it is peak. And the music is also very good. I couldn't put it in because I think it's copyrighted. I'm not sure. Probably not, but I'd rather just not try YouTube. They've been copywriting a lot of my videos recently. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope this guide has helped you. If you did, then please consider giving a like and a follow, it will help me out a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, yeah, alright, see you in the next one, and goodbye!